Tuesday, the White House announced a series of actions aimed at reducing the cost of care for families with young children or other caregiving needs.
We should have no one should have to choose between caring for the parents who raise them, the children who depend on them, or the paycheck they rely on to take care of both.
Child care problems cost the country $122 billion a year. The White House initiative probably won't make an impact in the near future. It's putting pressure on families. 85% of primary caregivers said their effort or time commitments at work suffered because of problems with childcare. While it can feel like a burden, it's a sacrifice many parents are willing to make.
Hi, who's this?
Hi.
This is Olivia. This is what she looks like on spring break, so don't judge her hair.
Delphina Jackson has her hands full as a full-time HR professional and a mom of 3 girls, her youngest being Olivia here.
This is Vanessa.
Hi, Vanessa.
Olivia is 4 and is diagnosed with autism, meaning she needs help with speech and other obstacles that come naturally to other kids. Delphina says on her schedule, the help was near impossible to provide.
When you're a mom and then you have your 3rd kid, you're like, oh, I already know how to do this. But she's been completely different. I was having to take 4 hours off of work every Monday morning to take her to private speech and occupational therapy. But it was phenomenal in terms of what we were seeing developmental-wise, but I couldn't do it.
However, that has changed through Head Start, she tells me. The program helps support low-income children from birth to 5 years old with early learning, development, and healthcare. For Delphina, that has meant invaluable resources for her special needs daughter.
They actually came and they did an assessment. And so now instead of me having to drive out and be gone for 4 hours every Monday, like they're going to actually come into the daycare, provide her those same services that she was receiving.
We would love to be in more counties, which would require additional funding and spacing opportunities, along with workforce as well.
Heather Craiglow is the Head Start Collaboration Officer in Colorado. She says they've been seeing a concerning pattern. Families are being priced out of some metro areas, and as they leave, they're leaving the areas that Head Start serves at a time when care costs are rising. More than half of families spend at least 20% of their take-home pay on child care. Craiglow believes right now is a crucial time to expand services.
We're serving about 13,000 children in that birth to 5 space. However, without additional funding from the federal government, we're stalled at how many additional slots we can provide. Comprehensive services, they cost money, along with ensuring that we have a well-qualified and compensated workforce. And as far as we know, that has never happened from any other president, that calling out compensating your workforce is critical for infrastructure.
President Biden's 2024 budget would boost Head Start funding to $13 billion, according to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. If passed, that would be a 9% increase. This money would allocate more than $500 million to the salaries of Head Start teachers and staff. Craiglow says, well, this is a lot of money up front. It could save Americans in the long term.
We're talking reducing incarceration rates. We're talking about reducing special education services. We're talking about additional services that families may need in the long run that are also supporting their children.
I work 40, sometimes 50 hours a week. And, it's still not enough for me to be able to, just be able to provide my kids, what they need.
The 2024 budget may not be finalized for months, but Jackson told me she hopes this funding goes through for her child's sake and children like her.
I'm a huge proponent, for funding for programs like this because it's for the kids. Like, it's not about me. It's for my kids.
More next on The Race.